Gender stereotypes are a generalized view or preconception about attributes that should be possessed and performed by men and women. They set expectations for how people should behave, causing some people to fit themselves into specific roles. Our research questions analyzes gender stereotypes in society. Good morning, my name is Elise Weiser.
My name is Amari Williams.
My name is Sebastian Richard.
I'm Diego Cabrera.
And my name is Elegance Carter.
To what extent do stereotypes impact the lives of men and women in society? For a long time, women have been seen as more passive and are placed into roles that reflect that belief, while men take on roles that portray the idea that they are more assertive. This limits what people can do by putting pressure on them to behave a certain way, containing women to certain roles while containing men to others. This not only holds back people's potential, but changes the way people think about each other and how they make assumptions. Our response: gender stereotypes has a significant negative impact on the lives of men and women in society. The concept of gender roles has been around for a very long time. They stem from local cultural and tradition, ways of government, and religious beliefs. A woman's role was to stay at home and take care of the children. Compared to men, they were seen as more submissive, weak and emotional, less capable, and in need of being taken care of. While their woman counterparts stayed at home, men were expected to go out and make money for their family. This role led them to be seen as more controlling and in charge. This picture shows an old ad displaying a man in work attire being taken care of or served by his wife because it is a man's world. Despite decades of consistent ideals of gender roles, the past century has seen recent changes in the roles of men and women. Less people see household activities as a woman's job, though the concept is still prevalent. This chart shows the increase in women employment, decreasing the gap between men and women. This orange line displays the belief that men should be at work while women tend to home, decreasing to 20% by 2016.
The media portrays many social groups in a stereotypical way. This is problematic, as media depictions often represent the main, if not the only, source of information for citizens. Jane Sell. Media representation plays a significant role in shaping societal attitudes towards gender roles. One of the primary ways in which media shapes perceptions to the portrayal of gender roles. These are common female stereotypes in movies. This is a caretaker, a female character that is a stay-at-home mom that is nurturing and caring and takes care of everyone's needs before her own. This is a damsel in distress. It is a female character who is in need of rescue and protection from a male character. This is a boy crazy character, a female character that craves male attention and needs male validation. These stereotypes are often portrayed in movies, limiting opportunities for female characters to be portrayed as complex individuals. This is a chart showing the percentage of men and women as major characters in the top 100 grossing films. 38% were female and 62% women. Media representation shapes the societal attitudes towards success and power. Positions of authority are often underrepresented by women. This sample is based on 5,799 speaking or named characters in 120 popular films across 11 most profitable movie markets worldwide. Out of 120 films, 9.1% women were portrayed as lawyers, 5% were portrayed as judges, and 9.5% were portrayed as high-level politicians. Around the world, from politics to entertainment to workplace, women are largely underrepresented in society. A study conducted by MIT revealed that social media perpetuates gender-based norms, including stereotypes of physical attractiveness in women. This issue has been shown to detrimentally impact the lives of young women in society, with 32% of young women stating when they felt bad about their bodies, Instagram made them feel worse.
During early childhood development, gender stereotypes dramatically impacted the way children viewed the world and their place in it. The portrayal of gender stereotypes in the media had a significant impact on the minds of children. TV shows, movies, and even books have weaved stereotypical gender roles and gender inequality into children's minds through the use of storytelling. These elements have helped integrate gender stereotypes into culture and everyday life. A significant consequence of gender stereotypes is the way they enforce men and women's role in multiple aspects of life, such as parenting roles, education, and their role in the workplace. As seen in this picture right here, over the years, men have dominated the media over women. In this story of Cinderella, the main character Ella is a kind-hearted individual who relies on the help of others, mainly the male characters in the story. The story of Cinderella only amplifies the idea that women depend on men in order to pursue a happy and fulfilling life. This portrayal of women and men in the media only amplify gender stereotypes into the minds of children.
Historically, women have been evaluated more negatively than men when it comes to working in the government and also trying to work in the government. As you can see here, 25% of the U.S. Senate is women, the record being 26%. And over here, out of 435 seats, 127 are women, 29.2%. That being said, women historically and also nowadays don't have as much say as men in the government. So as you can see here, a study conducted by Rosemary Van Dyke showing the presence of gender stereotypes in Dutch society. As you can see here, the results, men are seen as more confident, competent, and agentic, while women are seen here as less competent. And in another study by Nicoletta Kavetsa, you can see here that in a Facebook survey of women that took it between ages 18 and 74, you can see here that those who voted for the males here, the gray, but the willingness to vote for the women here in white based on stereotype application, but before the stereotype activation.
Gender stereotypes has affected the economy through a thing called gender expectations. Gender expectations is basically how we are expected to act, speak, groom, dress, and conduct ourselves in society. This image here shows exactly that. Men are expected to work, while women are expected to stay home. One of my elegant slides, they show that it is less common to see women at home. Women are expected to work as nurses, teachers, and even babysitters, while men are expected to work as technicians and repairmen. With all this in mind, there has been a reduction in economic policies and in diet stress. It can also lead to detrimental economic choices and long-term wealth, mainly for women. Another point would be the wage gap. As we know, women have been paid less than men. Women working full-time in the United States have been paid 84 cents for every dollar a man makes, no matter what type of education they have, which is what this graph shows. No matter what type of education men or women have, men will always be paid more than women, whether they have an advanced degree or a high school degree. This eventually follows them into retirement. As a result of lower overall income, women receive less in Social Security and pensions, while men actually experience more.
Our chosen solution is to challenge and change media representation of gender stereotypes. Media representation has the power to change societal attitudes toward gender roles and promote gender diversity in our society. By promoting positive representatives of gender in mainstream media, we can create a more inclusive and diverse society, where men and women are free to pursue their passions and achieve their dreams without the constraint of harmful stereotypes and gender-specific biases.
Overall, gender stereotypes have a negative impact on the lives of men and women in society. They can also have a harmful effect on the way children view and interact with the world. They can affect a young person's classroom experience, subject choice, academic performance, and overall well-being. This is our works cited. Thank you.
All right, Elegance, we'll start with you. We'll work our way across. Elegance, can you tell me how you decided to include Elise's paper into the overall presentation?
So Elise's was about the psychological aspect of stereotypes and its influence on society. We included hers by showing how things that are displayed to children and younger people in America can help further express these stereotypes to them and persuade their beliefs.
Diego, reflecting on your colleagues' work, which one had the greatest impact at you understanding the problem that was presented?
I feel like it was Elise's and her psychological topic based on the gender stereotypes, as it was a very open-ended topic. Therefore, especially in this case of gender stereotyping involving one another, it did open a lot based on my knowledge about what I already have about gender stereotypes.
Okay. Is there an example of any work that any of your colleagues used that you decided not to include in the presentation? If so, why?
Yes, I decided to exclude my perspective of futuristic because we wanted to focus more on the impact it has on modern day society here and now. So I excluded the futuristic perspective.
Okay. Elise, if there was a sixth member of your group, what could they have brought to this that would add it to the presentation?
I think they could have had maybe a religious perspective and how growing up with different religions, it can affect the way you view gender roles in society, and it can really implement gender stereotypes into your mind from a young age.
Okay. And save the best for last. Thinking about your research that you did, how did that change as you went through the process and talking to everyone on the decision that you came up with your solution?
Well, I mainly focused on research that would connect to everyone else. Is IR of research so that I could connect to our overall solution.